motivo di gioia collaborare con la Fondazione Suzzi, perché anche di religioni diverse c'è una grande convergenza nei nostri valori fondamentali o fondanti.
It is indeed with great joy that I welcome this collaboration, because I can see that there is indeed a convergence of values that we share.
I valori della Suzzi, compassione e sollievo, o portare sollievo e compassione a chi soffre, sono anche valori cristiani, sono condivisi con i cristiani.
The values that Tutsi holds on, like compassion and bring relief, are the same values that we Christians also hold on.
Sono valori fondamentali per l'ordine camiliano, l'ordine fondato di San Camillo dell'Ellis.
These are also the fundamental values that we Camillians, the order that was founded by Saint Camillus dell'Ellis, holds on.
Il nostro carisma dei religiosi camiliani si può riassumere come testimoniare al mondo l'amore sempre presente di Cristo per i malati.
The reason that we embrace as a Camillian is indeed bringing witness to the love, the ever-present love of Christ to the people.
Con diverso fondamento di fede, di credo, ma convergenti, penso, in questo stesso valore e nell'applicazione effettiva di questi valori.
Even though we have different foundations of our faith, but we share the same values in which we can share to others.
Diciamo che purtroppo dobbiamo muoverci in aiuto di queste persone che soffrono, che fuggono delle bombe.
It is indeed really unfortunate to see the situations with these people who are being affected by the wars and the bombings, and yet we have to move.
Sarebbe, per così dire, meglio non dover farlo, nel senso che non è necessario.
It is indeed maybe wish that we don't have to do this, but then it's really indeed necessary.
Ma io sono particolarmente contento di poter dare questo contributo in questa occasione alle persone che soffrono.
But I am indeed also happy to be able to share and deliver help to these people who are in need most.
Per quello sono anche molto grato e riconoscente alla Fondazione Suzzi che si è fidato di noi, cioè ci ha dato questa fiducia.
For this, I'm also very grateful to Tutsi Foundation, who trusted us with this kind of mission.
E per noi camiliani e per la Fondazione Camillian Disaster Service una grande responsabilità.
For us Camillians, especially the Camillian Disaster Service, is a big responsibility.
Essere all'altezza di quanto si aspetta di noi e fare un servizio di qualità, compassionevole, efficace per portare sollievo a queste persone, migliaia di profughi, sono milioni che fuggono.
It is indeed a big responsibility to deliver a qualified and quality service, compassionate and efficient service to these people who are really in need.
Ringrazio tutti, ringrazio i nostri confratelli polacchi che subito dopo lo scoppio della guerra si sono messi mani all'opera per assistere le persone.
I also thank to each one of us here, and especially the Camillian Polish province, who immediately responded to the emergency.
Il lavoro che stanno facendo è encomiabile, degno di ammirazione.
Indeed, the work that they have done is really deserved great admiration.
Come tutta la Polonia che si è lanciata in una campagna di accoglienza, direi senza precedenti.
Just like the whole of Poland, who are really launching this campaign to welcome all these refugees that they have never had this kind of experience.
Per prima volta in molti anni vediamo una risposta umanitaria in Europa che sembra voler essere all'altezza del dramma, della tragedia.
This is indeed a big disaster wherein I think for the first time here among us here in Europe that we are going to deliver such a big responsibility.
E ringrazio anche di altri continenti, di altre religioni vengono a convergere aiutandoci a noi ad aiutare.
I would like also to thank the other faiths who came and shared and helped us.
Grazie, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Brother Jose, for your kind words. We have seen the great work of the chameleons in the areas of healthcare and disaster relief, and for your team being on the ground, giving support and assistance each and every day since the refugees have started to arrive into Poland. Next, we will have Mr. Paul Wen-Yen, CEO of Buddhist慈济Charity Foundation, to give a few words. Thank you very much, CEO Paul Wen-Yen. The floor is yours. I think we have a bit of a technical difficulty, so we will shortly move to CEO Paul Wen-Yen. So we'd like to take this opportunity as well to say hello to our volunteers and our chameleon family in Poland. So I hope that everybody can wave and say hello. And we also have Father Miroslav here as well. So Father Miroslav, would you like to wave and say hello to everyone?
Yes, hello.
Great, great, great. Thank you very much for all the hard work that you are doing on the ground, because without you, this collaboration cannot happen. So thank you very much for all your time and also your support to the people, Ukrainian people in Poland. So on our end as well, we have a few volunteers who went to Poland. So we have Johan, and also from Turkey as well, we have Brother Faisal, who drove over, I think, 3 days, if I remember correctly, to Poland to support the refugees. So I hope that our chameleon family can look after them and to be able to guide them on this journey to help the Ukrainian refugees. So it is with great pleasure to have everybody online. Online as well, we have a few attendees. So we have a few of our chameleon family and also our慈济family as well. So we can see that we have people joining online from the US. We have people joining us online from Germany, and also Father Baby, who we will talk about later as well. He is the first chameleon family that we met. So he worked in India, so we will meet him later as well. So we have a lot of different family and friends online. Thank you very much for joining us. It is our pleasure to have you all here today. So I understand that this disaster is very big and this crisis will continue to occur. We hope there is an end to this conflict, but at this time, I hope that everybody can do all that they can to help the people in need. May it be setting up shelters, may it be giving food support, or even giving guidance and language support. Our collaboration with CADIS includes not only setting up shelters, but providing medical care and psychosocial support, distributing cash cards in Warsaw train station and also around the area, giving food and necessities, because these refugees being on the move, they might have lost everything. or might not have enough to sustain. So it is with great pleasure to have all of you here online today to witness this collaboration. When we first began this collaboration, it was quite a special occasion, because I remember when Poland, we saw the refugees entering Poland. I remember giving Father Baby a call and saying, Father Baby, we don't have a lot of volunteers in Poland. So what is it that Susie can do? And Father Baby told me that we can connect with the volunteers and the Caddis family in Poland. And that's how we all began. We met Father Miroslav, and Father Miroslav connected us with Father Aries. So it is in this time and this state that we are all able to connect and be online. So thank you very much, all of you, for making this happen. And it's been a good conversation for the last it's been a good conversation over the last month. And in this month, everybody has been so busy with working on the budget and also getting the proposals together. So now I'd like to invite CEO Paul Wen Yen to say a few words. CEO Yen, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany, for taking the time for during our technical glitch. Dear Father Roland, Brother Jose, Father Aristero, Father Miroslav, Communion, Above Master Deyan, and Tzu Chi friends and family. It is with great joy that I attended this signing of the collaboration agreement with Communion Disaster Service International and Buddhist Tzu Chi Charity Foundation in assisting Ukrainian refugees with a special focus on the care of women and children that are escaping. Since its founding 56 years ago, Buddhist Tzu Chi Foundation has paid special attention to helping displaced people, whether due to poverty, natural disasters, or conflict. In recent years, we have had the opportunity to assist refugees around the world, including building and operating schools for Syrian refugees in Turkey, operating a clinic for undocumented refugees in Thailand, and assisting refugees in Jordan, as well as in Serbia. Since the start of hostilities in Ukraine, Dharma Master Zhen Yan, the founder of Buddhist Tzu Chi Charity Foundation, has continually expressed her concern for the population of Ukraine, especially for those who have been displaced by the conflict. Tzu Chi has today held 9 distributions across 3 cities in Poland, providing physical aid alongside with much needed psychosocial, emotional, and spiritual care to the women and families on the move, with plans to expand the aid to reach over 15,000 individuals by June. 8 items have included, but are not limited to, Biedronka gift cards, eco blankets, sleeping bags, and food items. However, in recognizing that this crisis requires collaborative efforts to ensure that all needs are met with compassion, gratitude, respect, and love. We are therefore honored to partner with Caddis to provide safe shelters and medical care in Warsaw and Lominki, support refugees on the move with cash cards and necessities at Warsaw train stations and distribute food and necessity to refugee families in need. In the time of uncertainty, faith organizations are in a unique position to help, being a central part of communities, supporting vulnerable and bringing spiritual peace. I remember this time 2 years ago, as the pandemic spread across the world, Tzu Chi collaborated with communions in India for the first time. Our interfaith collaboration has flourished since, from providing essential food and necessity supplies, educational support, to critical life-saving medical equipment donations and assistance. Being a part of the faith community, Tzu Chi understands the importance of faith leaders in challenging times, both as first responders, such as communion doctors, medical staff, and as psychosocial support workers giving spiritual and emotional care. This is why during the pandemic, Tzu Chi also collaborated with Communions India to assist over 50 local churches and faith communities. In total, our collaboration brought support and aid to over 750,000 individuals. With our common mission to serve humanity and inspire others, we trust this interfaith partnership with Cardis and Tzu Chi will assist the refugees both in material needs and emotional support. We would like to thank our donors for the impact that we can make together through this partnership with Cardis. It is your donations and support that allow us to reach the Ukrainian refugees in Poland and neighboring countries. One's strength may be small, but together we can move mountains. Your support and love can go a long way to help all those in need. May there will be a swift end of the conflict, and refugees and internally displaced persons be able to soon return home and resume their lives in peace and safety. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, CEO Yan, for your kind words and for highlighting the importance of this collaboration, providing need to those suffering and the Ukrainian refugees traveling to Poland. Now we will have the signing component of the ceremony. So can we ask both parties to open the collaboration agreement and to sign, put your signature on the page. Thank you very much. Once you are done, can I ask you kindly to hold up the piece of paper and to show everyone and bear witness to this interfaith collaboration. Everybody, can we hold for a second and take a quick photo? Thank you very much for CEO Paul Wen Yan and for Father Eris for signing the agreement. The agreement will commence on the 15th of May and will continue for over 3 months. So thank you very much to Cardis and Tzu Chi Foundation for making it happen. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we will have a blessing component to our ceremony We'd like to first invite Father Eris to give our prayers and blessings to this project and to allow this project to go ahead smoothly and that we are able to reach those in need. Father Eris, the time is yours.
A pleasant day to everyone who gathers today, virtually and physically. May the health and peace of God will remain in our hearts. Today marks the 66th day of the Russo-Ukraine crisis. Since the start of the war, over 7 million people have been internally displaced in Ukraine, while over 5 million refugees have sought safety across the border in neighboring countries, primarily Poland. The ongoing war exacerbates a massive humanitarian crisis and prompts further displacement. Eastern and southern parts of Ukraine have been facing the most severe consequences. Every day, the figures are increasing. Damage to lives and properties is beyond our imagination. Not to be mesmerized and overwhelmed by these figures, we have to remember that each figure, each number of casualties, victims that we have counted and recorded has a face of a human being. They are one of us, like us, with feelings and emotions, with dreams and aspirations, but shattered and broken by causes not of their own making. World leaders and peace negotiators use their power and influence to keep the table open for peace negotiations. No less than the UN Secretary General and some interfaith leaders called for a 4-day Holy Week humanitarian pause to allow humanitarian corridors to open and give a safe passage to all civilians willing to leave the areas of current and expected confrontation. It is a moment to unite around saving lives and furthering dialogue to end the suffering in Ukraine. The Holy Week had passed, but bloodshed and destruction continued even on neutral grounds. I could imagine our Ukrainian sisters and brothers' desperation, uncertainty, and hopelessness. Maybe some of them, if not most, or some of us here are wondering if God is really present and alive as we proclaim in the Easter of his resurrection. As we are bothered by what we have seen and heard, as our faith in God interpolates our conscience, we are awakened by the fact that God indeed is fully alive in us today and always, especially when we rise together from our indifference and apathy. We are called to respond to this crisis by employing our gifts and blessings to make a difference in the lives of those who are hopeless and uncertain. With our prayer, commitment, and determination, we can do it. And so, may I invite you to join me in silence, in the silence of your hearts, as we pray to God through our Holy Mother Mary, the Mother of God, Our Lady of Health and Queen of Peace, and to our venerable founder, Saint Camillus de Lelis. Please join me in the silence of your hearts as I pray. O Mother, may your sorrowful plea steer our hardened hearts. May the tears you shed for us make these valley parts by our hatred blossom anew. Amid the thunder of weapons, may your prayer turn our thoughts of peace. May your maternal thoughts soothe those who suffer and flee from the rain of bombs. May your motherly embrace comfort those forced to leave their homes and their native land. May your sorrowful heart move us to compassion and inspire us to open our doors and to care for our sisters and brothers who are injured and cast aside. O Saint Camillus, turn your merciful eyes upon those who suffer and those who care for them. Grant to those who suffer trust in the goodness and power of God. Make those who take care of them be generous and lovingly dedicated. Help me to understand the mystery of suffering as a means of redemption and the way to God. May your protection comfort the sick and their families and encourage them to live together in love. Bless those who dedicate themselves to the infirm, and may the good God, grant peace and hope to all. Amen. Amen.
Thank you very much for the prayers. I'm sure that in this prayers, our project will be able to go ahead swiftly and smoothly. Now I'd like to invite Dharma Master De Yuan to lead us in prayers. Dharma Master De Yuan, the floor is yours.
And founders of Buddhist Tree Charity Foundation, Dharma Master Cheng Yen. I would like to thank Father Laurent, Brother Jose, Father Aris, Father Miroso, our distinguished guests, dear friends and family, for coming together to celebrate this auspicious occasion. It has been over 2 months since the start of the Russia-Ukrainian conflicts, and the future is still uncertain. From news reports, we see many people leaving their homes in search of safety. Along this arduous journey, many have lost everything, only carrying what they can on their backs. Some are trying to find a safe place for their children, and many are overwhelmed with the pain of losing a loved one and the stress of uncertainty. These images fill my heart with sorrow and pain. Dharma Master Cheng Yen teaches us, although we cannot experience the pain for them, but we must have a sincere emphatic heart to feel the pain when others are hurt and sorrow when others suffer. This compassion and love is one beyond boundaries, without discrimination over ethnicity and faith. But our numbers in Poland are small. What can we do for them? We must work with others, find people with the same compassion and direction. This is why we are blessed to have friends like the chameleons. Although our faith may be different, but the strength of our faith, our mission to serve humanity, and the values of gratitude, respect, and compassion are the same. Though our collaboration to support the Ukrainian refugees in Poland led us to give our most sincere heart and inspire others to act. Today, on this special day, let us pass on our most sincere prayers to all the hurting people. Can I kindly ask you to put your palms in prayer? May we join our hands, our hearts as one, spread the seeds of great love, and fill the world with hope. Thank you for your prayers on this route to safety. We may not be able to journey alongside them, but may our shelters be a safe space to find respite and comfort. May our support can be a shoulder to lean on, a listening ear for their stories, and a helping hand in reaching their goals. May our compassion and love soothe their hearts and worries. May this conflict end and all to find peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dharma Master De Yuan, for your kind words and your blessing. So we are nearing the end of our ceremony. So I'd like to introduce each and every screen that is on our Zoom at the moment. So if we can go to the Poland team. So would you like to open your mics and just say a quick hello to everyone? So here we have our Poland team. They have, let me.
Hello.
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 And now we'd like to move on to Father Miroslav. Father, would you like to say hello?
Of course, hello.
Hi. Thank you very much for joining us today. And we also have on our screen, we have CEO Yen, and we also have our Deputy CEO George, and also Deputy CEO Simon. And we have our Dharma Masters, De Yuan, De Chen, and De Huang. And I would also like to invite one of our special guests. So we also have Father Baby Echo, who is joining us as well. So Father Baby, are you online as well? I think he's coming online now, so we can't see him, but he is also online joining us as well. So with this, I would like to take a big group photo. So everybody look at your cameras and we will take a group photo with everyone. Great. Let me count down. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one more. 3, 2, and 1. Great, perfect. So once again, thank you to all the speakers and the 2 organizations that are gathered here today. We have Caddis and Suzy Foundation, and I'm sure this will be the start of a great collaboration. With the closing prayers and the gathering of our Chameleon and Suzy family, I am pleased to conclude the signing ceremony. May the collaboration between Caddis and Suzy serve the Ukrainian refugees in their time of need, and may the conflict end and those displaced return or find a place of safety. Thank you very much.